that's what's fun. I feel like you can post both then. If you are versed, you can post your dick, you can post your butt. But I
Okay.
feel like right now in your page is very empty, and I feel like a lot of people would not even believe that you're an adult content creator because you don't even have one nude, not even one. So I feel like before collaborating with other people, I would need like a repertoire of nudes because some people might not even like they don't know if they want to collab with you. Like they cannot know if you have maybe a bot that they like or a dick that they like. So I would
Okay.
tell you get some nudes, a lot of them.
Okay.
That would be like the first thing that I would tell you before reaching out to people. Because if you reach out to people and you don't have any nudes, they might ignore you. Okay.
Yeah. And then like with talking with like just like connecting with other creators, not like collaborating, but connecting, would you recommend not replying to their post, replying to their post, liking their post? What about like there?
I'm telling you, I feel like you should have natural, real reactions. And I'm gonna tell you something what that I do. If I like someone, I let them know. I feel like I feel like right now, 2023 is not the year to be playing all the games that people are playing. Like I'm so tired of games, so tired of the bullshit. If you like someone, let them know. Don't make them guess. You know, if you would like to collab with someone, it should be clear to them that you want to collab with them, so that there's no ambiguity. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like let people know that you're into them. Let people know that you like them. Um, if you want to DM somebody, feel like there has been like an interaction, just DM someone. It doesn't matter. You know, if they
Okay.
like you, they'll collab with you. So
Okay.
that's what I would tell you. But if you don't, but I would tell you get a lot of nudes first because you might get the wrong emotions and feelings from people if you start getting rejected.
Okay.
Because your account right now is a red flag for a content creator. You're like, he's not even nude,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Well, Chris, to piggyback on Eric, I mean, I went through your page and I'm going to throw it to Jacoby. You know, the big thing for me is there's no video. I
Yeah.
don't see
Okay.
any video content of you. I don't see how I could work with you because, you know, like Eric said, I can't tell whether you're a bottom, you're a top, you're first, or whatever. I
Okay.
don't know where, if I was a content creator, you know, I want to see when I look at people's pages, like if I went to Eric's page, I know Eric's first because he's got topping scenes and he's got bottoming scenes. I know that I could top Eric.
Okay.
I mean, Eric's capable of topping me. Would I let him do it? No. But here's the, but,
You
um,
never know. You
but you
never
know,
know.
but the thing is, your page is a portfolio. It's a showcase of the work,
Okay.
and you need to be, you know, your every piece of content that you're putting out is sending a message, either
Okay.
to the audience or to a potential collaborator. And if a collaborator or an audience member cannot see them, well, mostly collaborator. If a collaborator cannot see themselves in your content, you're not going to get people coming to you saying, "Let's work together,"
Okay.
because they don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not going to go. I know Jacoby's. I've seen Jacoby bottoming a lot, but you know, Jacoby's got a lot of different type of content. But I could go to Jacoby. I could see myself fitting into a video there, or Santana. I mean, it's easy. Like Santana, I know he's giving the blowjobs, right? I could see myself getting the blowjob. It's easy.
Okay. Yeah.
People know instantly. So, and the great thing about Santana is that anybody can get a blowjob. So he can appeal
Anybody can
to
get a blowjob. No, I'm
he
just
can
like,
appeal to tops
don't
and
work with me,
bottoms.
Chris. I'll fly you out here. I'll put your page up. I got you.
Boy, you was being a little bitch today.
No,
So
I'll blow
no,
you up, Chris. I'll blow you up.
Santana, the thing is, yeah, Chris go and shoot with Santana. But the
Right.
thing about, but what I'm trying to say is that what Santana's doing is universal. You know, he doesn't even need to, you know, the collaborators don't even have to think about whether they're going to top or they're going to bottom. Because
okay.
every performer's got a dick, and I'm sure a lot of them would like a blowjob. So, you know, it runs the gamut there.
Okay. And then my next, I totally get what you guys are saying, and I'm definitely gonna like use all the advice you guys are giving me, because you're really like the first people I've actually talked to that are men that do OnlyFans work, because most of the people I've talked to are all female. And
Well, ask your question.
I got a question for you too, like a serious question.
go
And
ahead.
I'm not asking it to be rude or anything like that. I mean, have you really sat down with yourself and like decided if this is actually what you really want to do?
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy it. I've had some friends that are in the industry, and they're like they've kind of like wanted me to join, and I don't know. It's a great way to connect with people, and also like just how open people are in this industry is like kind of where, and I also enjoy obviously satisfying people. So
So are you in it for? Are you in it for the sex? Are you in it for the money? Those are two distinct things.
no, I'm more in it for the connections, just
For
the
the
people, man.
back of your mind, the right. Because again, I was also concerned. Like, how come he doesn't have any pictures? I don't know what's going on. But then you have OnlyFans link, and like that is a red flag. Like to create, like nobody's going to connect with you because most people are going to be based off. I want his dick and ass first before I either do business with them or even before I want to have any pleasure with him. So that is
Okay.
definitely that you should think about.
No, I mean, when I say I just got started, like, guys, I mean, I literally, it's been 3 days. Like, I'm, like,
Yeah.
that's
You're
all
right.
it's been.
Dick or an ass pic in those first 2 days, for real, for real.
Okay. So, like, I created the account a while back, and I was just kind of commenting, but then I was like, I'm actually doing this 3 days ago, and I've actually been super active on Twitter, just trying to, like, figure out how to start, how to get involved, and just, like, grow, I guess you could say, connect with other creators, not, like, collab with them, but just, like, get some advice and
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you're doing it right now.
Yeah, like a little jerk off video or something to start
yeah,
on
okay.
your screen to
Chris,
yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
listen to me. I can make you a star.
Don't start.
I can make
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'm gonna. All you need to think about is what is the brand and that you can exploit it and make.
I think so.
Santana says no. Eric.
I want to say something. I feel like a lot of people ask that question, not that ask a question, but that have that wrong assumption. I'm gonna let you know something. People that don't want to pay for porn will never pay for porn. There are people that don't want to pay for porn. They know but too little, too much. There are people that they say in their head, and this is a wired thing. Are afraid of putting on too much or putting on something that's too hot. And that is going to harm the other people. There are people that would pay for porn, but in order for them to pay for porn, they need to be seeing a trailer. They need to see that you're good. They need to see that you are actually capable of doing great things. And when you are going like, oh, I shouldn't put this much. I shouldn't put that much. I should. Then what you're doing is you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're putting lame content. Your page is lame, and then the people that will actually pay for your content will never do it because they are not enticed to do off on your page for free. That's what I would tell you. And
Okay.
also, that's what I would tell you. And
Okay.
also, teach yourself. They were not gonna pay. But right
time to focus this performing clip. It had over 60,000 likes, and it did nutso numbers. But all you need is 10 seconds. I would like to say that oversaturation is a problem, but I think people tend to do that with the collabs. And I think that I go back to this access question that I kind of asked myself, and when I talk to people that I manage, I bring this up. Too much in circulation decreases the value. Okay, and some people don't like it when I say that because they want to shoot with whoever they want to shoot with. But I do think on some level that there is a brand and that there is an identity, and if you're shooting with everybody, you're losing that identity. So you need to figure out what's on point. How do I narrow it down so that I can figure out what this thing is, and then start hitting away at it. For me, it was Twinks. People kept saying it to me over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and eventually I said, you know what, fuck it. I just started doing Twinks, and those videos always perform extremely high for me on Boys to Breed.
Gotta find your niche.
So you got to find that thing, and you got to look at the numbers. I looked at the numbers. You know, like when I shot with Joey Mills, it did extremely well. When I shot with Nick Floyd, when I shot with Angelic Boyo, who's over in the UK, these are all the super twinks. And those are my highest, I call them super twinks. Those are my highest performing videos.
You cut up.
It's true.
It's true, though. It's true.
And like, I love him. He was in here a little bit earlier. I don't want to say who the content creator is, but there was a content creator who had a major breakup, shot with every single person in the world. And it used to take 6 months, almost a year of courting just to get the fucking collab. It drove me nuts. And now it's like he'll shoot with anybody. And that collab to me has dropped in value. Because if anybody can get that person, it's I could shoot with anybody. I don't really need that anymore. There is value that is lost when anybody is accessible to everybody. And it's about that intensity will always beat extensity. Intensity will always beat extensity. And the intensity is finding the niche and going hard on it. Extensity is the total opposite.
And making quality videos too.
Yeah.
Like make sure your videos are of quality.
But you have to have that control. That's hold on and withstand. But the people who do it, think about Reno Gold. Right? Reno Gold's incredibly successful.
Incredible.
Why? Because he knows the brand. He knows he's shooting with the muscle guys. He knows he's shooting with some of the straight guys. But these guys all look the same. Okay? Let's be honest.
They do.
Let's be real.
They do.
They all look the same. But look at what he's doing.
I think Santana's like the only one who can shoot with anybody and get away with it.
As a heads up, I think I'm going to start campaigning. It's a little late in the As a heads up, I think I'm going to start campaigning. It's a little late in the game. But I think I'm going to start shooting my shot for best bottom for grabbies. Just putting it out there.
Oh, yeah. By the way, this is Grabby's season. Grabby's award season.
Wait, you get fisted?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think he just piqued Jacoby's interest.
Whoop, whoop. Hit me up.
Kobe is a great content creator. I mean, but okay, I see some people raise, hands raised.
I gotta go. You guys are the best.
Thanks for coming on, Mitch. Appreciate it. Let me get Honey. Do you have some feedback, and then I want to go to these
effectively in order to drive more kind of to the actual page because I feel like currently the issue that I'm having is like oh, you're online, you know what I mean?
well, solo content's tough. Can be engaged, right? Or they think it's super hot. I mean, somebody who does that really well is Fabi Devani. The body. He has the insane body. He posts solo content, and he does it very, very well. But I think Reno Gold was doing solo content when it first started. It wasn't enough. At some point, you're going to have to start showing growth. And I think if the beginning is so, and if it doesn't move somewhere, it's going to be very difficult to sell.
Right.
So,
and how do you think that, like, for example, how in my case, in a physical or appearing sense,
it can start with photos, it can move to solo content, it can move to collabs. My blueprint was I was shooting stuff on a cell phone, right? So I have people who've seen my content from 2 years ago when I started, and I wanted to show growth in the sense that the brand changed, the pictures changed, the logo changed. I didn't always have this logo. A lot of things started moving. The quality of the I was shooting on a BlackBerry when I first started. It looked like terrible. And I said, I got to get a new phone. So I got a new phone. I moved the quality up and up. I have a camera that shoots in 4K, but it also shoots in 8K. Okay. But the audience isn't there yet. And neither is the technology to support the 8K. It would be very difficult to put 8K.
I think OnlyFans even has like a limit of like a 1080,
I can't.
doesn't it?
I can't. No, it will do 4K, but it won't do 8K. Okay. It won't do 8K. So I had to stop shooting in 8K because the tech didn't have it. But my growth was, here I started this BlackBerry phone, moved it all the way up to, I have a cinematic camera. Now, that doesn't have to be your growth, but the brand moved along with it, and the brand started to narrow down. It was always POV, but then the people that were in it started to change. My taste started to change. People were seeing growth from the very first video that I shot all the way to whether it's, Fabi or Joey or whoever. I started to get much more comfortable with myself and move it there. The content's much more. If you watch my Fabi video on my OnlyFans, it's a very sensual, sexy, hot video. I think one of the best videos I've ever shot. But you'll have that growth as you grow into yourself, too. It does reflect on the camera, but it can be tech. Right. It can be the style of sex. I mean, at this point, there's confidence that you'll build that will then start showing on camera too.